Hey, Shalom, Shalom, all praises, honor, glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruach Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops with great millstone. Peace and blessings to you fellow brothers pushing out this word of truth and sincerity. Doing an entrance to the lesson. I pray that the lesson's edifying, straight to the point. And these videos are for the elect, the hopeful elect. And the hopeful elect would be fight for their faith in these last days, calling on the true names of God and his beloved son, which is Yahushai, Yahweh and Yahushai. They wouldn't be calling on any other names. All right, and they will understand where we're at. You know, we're at the end of the world. Okay, the end of Esau, Edom's world. All right, the wicked, the man of sin. And I want to go into this lesson. I'm going to go into 2nd Ezras, the 16th chapter, because we're pretty much getting ready to get into we're getting ready to be fully in this time. All right. And I want to hone in on a particular point. Let me get the scripture, and then I'm going to go back up. I'm going to read up. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 21. It says, "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case." This is the point I want to get right here. In good case. These people really, truly believe, that they're in a good case. All right. The grocery stores, they're nice and packed. During the whole 2020 thing, people were kind of uneasy, unstable. You can see it on their face. Now things are open back up. All mandates pretty much are lifted. And there's really no more shortages like that. There could be some, but for the most part, things are carrying on. The storehouses are full. Okay, you can get your produce. You get your meat, you can get your eggs, you get your dairy. I mean, there's inflation, but people are they're still able to get these things. Okay. So they believe that they're in a good case. They believe that nothing is going to happen. Okay, let me continue. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And these are the things that are growing upon the earth as we speak. Crime against women is skyrocketing, especially here in America. Car theft, home invasions. What the fuck, man? Piece of shit. This nigga just stopped Slovakia. I don't even be like that. This dude just literally pulled him. It don't matter. It don't matter. Slovakia. Safe. Didn't use blinkers, nothing. Slovakia again. Let me, Satan gonna try to throw you off your pivot. Let me, I read that, kind of lost my train of thought, but let me go up. I'm going to start at verse, I'm going to start a little up. Let me start up. This is, you could really just start from the top. Second Ezra 16, let's start at the top. Woe be unto thee. Woe means destruction. Okay. Woe means destruction. And destruction is pretty much is being prepared for Babylon. There's already a lot of woes here, right? There's already a lot of evil that's going on. Parents killing their children, children killing their parents, children being disrespectful, children coming up missing, people coming up missing, a lot of scamming going on. A lot of people are suffering diseases, cancer, heart attacks, issues with people's hearts, that it's like damn near every day, especially like a celebrity or something. How much more the regular population that are having heart issues, having stomach issues, having pain issues, right? You have a homeless crisis in all these major cities. People just sleeping in their cars. You have the working homeless. People actually sleeping in their cars, but actually have a full-time job. Okay, these average people, they're on drugs. The majority of them. And these women are they're super proud. I mean, these people in general, but these women are super proud. Okay, so we know that destruction is coming. Woe be unto thee, Babylon in Asia. All right, these Moabites, especially Moab, Ammon, which they structure their society after Esau, you know, and they're having all these first world issues of population decline, okay, unruly marriages. All right, you got them Moabites and them Ammonites that work, you know, 20 hours a day. You know, they'll let this person go. They'll die of exhaustion because you know their job requires so much from them. You know, they're on drugs as well. Okay, they sell cheap goods to America, so they got puffed up. Okay, gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, because you're getting ready to be in a state of mourning. All right, these Asian countries and mainly Babylon the Great, you're getting ready to be in a state of mourning, because all these amenities, all these pleasures that you are comfortable, you know, you pretty much been rocked to sleep, and the majority of the earth is actually suffering. They don't have what you people here in America has. You know, you just go on a bike ride because you know it's fun. You know, go on a hike because you know it's fun. You know, you know, get your boat, go out to the lake. You know, party. These other countries, they're struggling. They live more of a basic life, more of an ancient life. You know, where they're tilling the ground. You know, they're making a certain textiles by hand, selling them in the market, just to get by. Okay, for your destruction. I'm sorry, I skipped the part of the verse. Bewail your children and be sorry. You people in America should be in a state of mourning right now, but you're not. You're in a state of mirth, because when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction, right? Bewail your children and be sorry, because these children that are being born, right? How does the scripture go? It says, if their children be multiplied, they be multiplied for the sword. Okay, so all these newborns, all these adolescents, all these teens, okay, they're pretty much being prepared to be starved out. Okay, die of hunger or get eaten by their parents, by marauders. Okay, die in these strange calamities. You know, there's a million ways to die. Okay, and that's pretty much what's getting ready to happen. All right, to these children. Okay, it says, for your destruction is at hand. Okay, the destruction of Babylon the Great, primarily, but this is going to be a worldwide event. Okay, in which a lot of people on the earth are going to die. Okay, let me get that in a second. We're going to come back. A second. I'm going to go to 2 Ezras 8. Okay, just bear with me. Right, 2 Ezras 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. This is because of your pride. Okay, so a lot of weeping and gnashing of teeth ultimately is going to happen to you people. A lot of mourning. Okay, a lot of sorrow. Okay, a lot of tribulation is getting ready to come to the Edomites, all right, the modern day Egyptians, all right, come to the disobedient of the Israelites, as well as these heathens that are here in this country. And when these heathens go back to their country, they might escape the imminent nuclear fire, but they're not going to escape these other woes that are going to come upon them. Wild beasts, famine, okay, all out anarchy, total collapse of society, as well as getting thrown in them wars. Okay, because all these nations, they're gonna pretty much, it's gonna be a big battle. All these nations are getting ready to well, they're being prepared. Everything is being prepared right now. What you Americans, you're completely oblivious to, what's getting ready to go down. You believe that you're in a good case. Okay, where all these other nations, they're vowing to destroy America. North Korea. Okay, just one nation. Iran. Russia. They're vowing to destroy America. Okay? Because it's inevitable. That's the spirit of the Most High is putting upon these other nations. And that's all biblical prophecy. Even the EU, NATO. That's prophecy how they're going to turn on America. Okay? Just bear with me. Meanwhile, here in Babylon the Great, you people believe that you're in a good case. There's still food on the table. You can still DoorDash 3 times a day. You can still binge eat. You can still just blindly, eat them pretzels, eat popcorn. Your favorite snacks are always in the stores. You go to the convenience store, you get your gummy bears. Okay, your Skittles, your Starburst. Okay, you can get your chips, your Pepsi. These people are addicted to these substances. Those are all drugs, by the way. Okay, that's why you have the FDA, which is Food and Drug Administration. Not only is food used as a drug, but they put drugs in the food. These meats are making you sick. Okay, you should do a 10-day fruit cleanse, and you should get them from herbs, ashwagandha, gentian, just to name 2. Parasite, wormwood, black walnut, clove. Okay, 10 days, and you just eat fruit. You drink tea. Maybe take some tincture. Verse. Okay, I'm done there. Let's go back to 2nd Ezras 16. Many great miseries are getting ready to befall these people. All this, you can see it. All this is because of their pride. The men are proud. The women are haughty, extremely pumped up. You can have a woman 275 pounds, 300 pounds, 400 pounds, and she's proud because you got a simp. You got a simp that is gonna simp on her, and has inflated these women's head. Okay, so we getting ready to see major judgment here in Babylon the Great. Okay, before I go, let me go to 2nd Ezra 6. Okay, it's gonna be a beautiful thing. It's gonna be a terrible time, but remember, this time is for. Of course, ultimately it is a testing of the elect, right? But the elect got victory over the beast, over his mark, over his image. Essentially over Esau, Edom, and his wiles that he's getting ready to. Because all these things are pretty much going to be man-made, artificial famine, artificial chaos, which the Most High is using the left hand to bring all these things in. Okay, we have that understanding. These people, they don't have that understanding. So when it comes upon them, it's going to be a terrible time, because their reality is getting ready to be turned upside down, as they're already living in a fantasy land, right? But they're getting ready to live in one of these sci-fi, dystopia, post-apocalyptic movies with all type of natural disasters, okay, worldwide plagues, all right, government crackdowns, martial law. The things that these people have been watching in movies is getting ready to actually come to pass. So they're going to bug the hell out. 2nd Ezra 6 and 18, and it said, behold, the days come that I would begin to draw nigh and visit them that dwell upon the earth. And the Lord is visiting you people by the judgments. But we're going to go back to 2 Ezra 16. Don't worry. Because as these plagues, these evils increase, the people, they don't equate these things to the Most High judging them. So at no time are these people repenting. Jake is not repenting. Now the elect, they're going to repent. But the majority of our people, they're not going to repent, even though all these signs are here. The very sign of the prophets telling you that these things are going to happen, that's a heavy sign in itself. Okay? And I would begin to make inquisition. All right, and this is what the Heavenly Father is doing through his through his prophets. Okay? I want to get that word inquisition. I do it from time to time. Definition. Inquisition, it means a period or prolonged and intensive questioning or investigation. And this is the prophets pretty much bringing out the true history, okay, of you know, all the history that Esau, Edom try to hide, and bringing up his wickedness as well. Bringing up his wickedness, how he would have breeding farms, how he was buck breaking, you know, the intent of the wealth that he obtained from slavery, how this world, he has our people in modern day slavery, and he's getting ready to try to put the whole world in slavery, amongst a whole host of other dark histories that he tries to, cover up. So, he's being questioned about him being the people in that land. He's being questioned, and he doesn't know what to do. Okay, so ultimately he's going to come in with a sword, because, you know, guys like Vocab Malone and these different scholars that he sends after Hebrew Israelites, they're not doing nothing. They're being destroyed. Okay, where is the disputer of this world? Right? Where is the wise of this world? Okay, so he's being questioned. That's all part of it too. And as well as the evil works of the inhabitants of this world, particularly here in America, Babylon the Great. You're being questioned. There's inquisition. There's an investigation on all your evil works and what you people do in the dark. And now all these things are coming to light. How you be wife swapping, how you be cuckolding. Okay, how these women in this adult entertainment. A lot of these regular women, they do, they're pretty much online prostitutes. And there's so many of them, so a lot of them, the women don't get found out unless they blow up. But they do, them adult videos. They do them webcams. Okay, the men doing as well. All this download, this download thing with men. Now they're just coming out. Now they're just coming out transforming. Okay, now they're trying to normalize, this whole minor attracted person thing. They're even bringing to light the surface the trafficking of children, which these things been going on for hundreds of years. This damn devil has been doing these things. Okay, now see, inquisition is being made. Okay, that you people are nothing but demons. Okay. I'm back in verse 19, and will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness. Right. They destroyed the earth through their unrighteous evil ways, eating clams. And not just one or two, they'll fucking just take, literally deplete the ocean, deplete whole lakes and bodies of water of these crustaceans, crabs, lobsters, and prawns and oysters and sea urchins. Okay, they'll just deplete it, and then the waters, the ecosystem, it affects everything. They'll chop down all the trees, all the fruit trees. That's wickedness. Okay, they're actively experimenting on animals. That's wickedness. Okay, And they have destroyed and continue to destroy the people of the Most High. And that's where Esau and you other nations, that's where you went wrong. That's where you fucked up. Because the Most High is going to plead for his people. He's going to avenge, his people. He's going to all the hurtful works. And when the affliction of Zion be fulfilled, because we're still in our affliction. We're still in our we're yet this day in our captivity. Okay, I believe that's Baruch the 4th chapter. You can read that whole chapter. Chapter 3, chapter 4, very beautiful chapters. Gives you a lot of understanding. Why we're in this situation, as well as the whole scriptures tell us. From Genesis to Revelation, it's pretty much tracking the rise, the fall, and the rise again of the nation of Israel. And how we became Gentiles, how the nations came down and destroyed us, and how we're in, this is prophecy, how we're in the last days, and we have our last captivity, in which the biblical Edomites will have us in captivity, and how we will lose our heritage, but we will regain it again. But only a small remnant will come back, all right, to experience this this salvation, this strange salvation that's getting ready to take place on the earth. Okay, the UFO, so to speak, the chariot of Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai. Okay. So our affliction is pretty much accomplished. That's why all these plagues are coming down upon the earth. Okay, because what happened to Egypt, ancient Egypt? Before the children of Israel exodus out of the land of Egypt, what did the Most High do? He plagued Egypt. He destroyed Egypt to where Egypt was never able to come back into power as they were before. They were a powerhouse. Okay. Let me jump down. Verse 22, and suddenly shall the places appear unsown. Okay. All these places, these farms, these places where food is grown, orchards, and they mass produce these things. Cattle ranches, goat. How do you get your meat? Somebody actually grows those animals and they take care of those animals, and they slaughter, they butcher them, they package them, they ship them. Meat doesn't just magically just come to the grocery store. There's a process. Okay, it's going to be where you need people to go and actually pick these produce. Now they got robots in certain areas, but there's not enough robots you need actual manual labor. They haven't phased out manual labor yet. We're not at that point. They're doing it. Okay, the full storehouses shall suddenly be empty. Right, these are your grocery stores. These are your grain deposits. These are your food deposits. Okay, these processing plants, right? Because food comes in, but it has to be processed. Okay, you want dried mangoes. There's a process in order to get dried mangoes. There's a process in order to get cans of tomato soup. Okay, there's a process when you go and get your bread. A baker has to bake that. Okay, they need certain ingredients. It's gonna be nothing there. Okay, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. And that's the trumpet of destruction. The trumpet's being blown now, but it's going to be an actual reality to these people when the full storehouses are empty. Lockdowns are commencing. People are thrown in concentration camps. It's all out anarchy in these cities. Destruction. People coming up missing. The police are not coming to save you. Your own government is shooting you down. Your own government has marked you as a terrorist. And you are so-called law-abiding, tax-paying citizen. You want to be free. You want freedom. You want freedom of speech. You want the freedom to assembly. That's what America's about. Nah, there ain't gonna be none of that. Okay, it's gonna be a police state. But remember, to the elect, this is gonna be a short season. It's gonna be quick, hard, and fast. Okay, The devil's going to come down like a roaring lion. He's going to come in like a flood. A flood is fast. Okay? Watch videos on flash floods. Flash floods. It looks like there's nothing there, and then boom, the water gushes in. That's how Esau's coming. But we see it. We literally know that's what he's about to do. So we're not going to be taken back. At that time shall friends fight against each other like enemies. Why? Because there's going to be a lack of bread. All right? People are going to be irritated. They're not going to have their prescription drugs. They're not going to have their weed. They're not going to have their nicotine. They're not going to have their alcohol. Read Isaiah the 24th chapter. Okay? They shall not drink a strong drink with a song. Or drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. Okay? The city of confusion is broken down. Okay? So friend, you got your best friend, you go out, now you're going to be an enemy. Why? Because it tells you that 2 Ezra 15 chapter. Because of the, it's going to be the lack of bread for great tribulation. And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. It's going to be a real eerie, spooky spirit out there. I can only imagine, when those plagues in Egypt were hitting one after another, say the fourth plague in, they were on, they were on edge. Well, you have the wise men telling Pharaoh, hey, look, man, let these people go. Let these people go, man, So I'm pretty sure there's conflict within the elite. But the Most High is putting the spirit on them to keep going with the plan. Trust the plan. Right? That's the whole thing with Trump. Trust the plan. That's the Most High hardened Esau, Edom's heart. Okay? To fulfill prophecy. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. I'm done there. Let's go back to 2 Ezra 16. Right? The whole point is these people, I'm mainly speaking about America, Babylon, because you go around the different parts of the earth, they're in a different spirit. They're in a spirit of war. You go to Russia, they're in a spirit of war. They're actively in war. Okay, you go to China, they're in a different spirit. They understand that there's getting ready to be a war. Okay? They understand this. And their main focus is to do what? Destroy Babylon the Great. Okay, the Most High is putting that in their hearts, their minds. Okay? He's stirring up that spirit. While here in America, you got women, damn near every woman got, skin tight. It's a 0.002 centimeters of fabric between her and outside world. Yoga pants, showing the belly, nipples out, titties out, and look at you like you crazy. Okay? It's crazy. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack. I'm sorry, I'm back in 2 Ezra 16. Verse 2. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children, because all these things, as we're reading, all these things getting ready to befall America. They're all being prepared. The Wada Yahba Shema Shah for, bringing us in the know. Okay, all these things are getting ready to be prepared for these demons, these people, because of their great pride. So as a king, so of his officers, as the ruler of the city is, so are the inhabitants. So the people are pretty much in the spirit of Esau. That's Esau's spirit, the wicked elite, the top of the wicked elite. They're in a very heavy, proudful spirit, and they pretty much have all the inhabitants of this place. They're in that same spirit. These women, I'm a bad bitch. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm a man. I don't need a man. The men are in the same spirit. They're in that same spirit. I'm the top G. Yeah, it's all life is about getting money. Well, that's all getting ready to come to an end. There ain't gonna be no ability to make no money. Judgment's gonna be here, and then what are you gonna do? Riches profit not in a day of wrath. Bewail your children and be sorry, because they're going to get put to death. They're going to be eaten. They're going to be starving. For your destruction is at hand. Right. Babylon, Asia. Okay, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? And that sword symbolizes destruction, and in its many forms and fashions. Okay, the ultimate form is going to be the nuclear missiles, which is likened unto a glittering sword. Okay, a fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Right. So if a sword is coming, who's going to save you when all these plagues are finally here in Babylon? Who the fuck is going to save you? Well, the only one that can save is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's the only one who can save. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? You're not going to be able to drive them away. You're not going to be able to, stop these things from coming upon you. Okay, they're going to be unquenchable. You're not going to be able to quench your thirst in that day. May a man drive away a hungry lion in the wood? Right, so you're in the woods, and it's a hungry ass lion, and the only thing on his mind, he see you a big piece of meat. Well, he'll jump on a buffalo. He'll jump a hungry lion. He's not in his right mind. He'll jump on an elephant. He'll jump on a hippo. And a hippo, they can kill a lion. They kill lions all day long. When them big ass buffalo, they lion killer. There's times where they're successful, but mainly they go after the young and the old. Okay, not no elephant, a bull elephant. Them things is big, man. Okay, so here it is. You would a defenseless walking piece of meat. How the hell you gonna turn away a lion, a hungry lion at that? You gonna be, and you ain't got no weapon, you ain't got nothing. You gonna be a prey. You a prey. Or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it has begun to burn? These wildfires that be out here in California in particular, these blazing wild. How can one man stop that fire? Esau, Elijah, he just gotta let it burn out. It could be weeks before the fire burns out. Multiple people dead. Tens of thousands of acres burned. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? Right. So when these missiles fly up, how you gonna turn that missile back? Okay, these nations, China, Russia in particular, and you already know they're selling that technology, that hypersonic technology. There's no missile defense system that can stop hypersonic missiles. Okay, they can get here within a matter of minutes. Okay, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues. Right, the mighty Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is a man of war. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is his name. Who is he that can drive them away? Right, because this is all going to be synonymous with the God of the Bible sending plagues upon America like he's done in Egypt. And you got all these Christians. Let's talk about the black church. You got all these jakes that believe in God, but they don't see how the Most High, he's all love at this point. He don't do that. They forget about what the Lord done to these different nations and what he's done to the children of Israel. They're not even read these scriptures. But see, this is the thing. Now these scriptures are being told to them, and they're still rejecting. They still think that the Most High is capped. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, the hearts of the Son of Man is fully set in them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, okay, and you know the rest. You can start Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Okay, basically, because when you do wicked, you commit adultery, you scam people. Okay, you destroy people's property, you covet things, you worship a particular God, and nothing happens to you at that particular time. You think that it's all good. Oh, ain't nobody, nothing happened, and you prosper for years. You like, oh well, shit, this is the way that it is. But see, you didn't account that at the end you were going to be, your sin was going to be required. The Most High, he's a just God. Okay, what does it say? The Lord is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So if you sowing wickedness, it's 100%. is 100% you're going to receive a recompense for that. That's 100%. There's nobody has got off. And that's what we know. Well, look at our situation. Jake thought that they got off when we was doing, which was all set up in the spirit. In the past, we all went off as a people. All of us. We've all done wickedness as a people. And we thought we got off, right? Well, look at the things that we suffered. So we didn't get off. Now we have the understanding we're paying for the last bit. And really, the mercies of the Most High is now upon us. Okay? So the Lord, He's great in judgment, but He's great in mercy. So we're now experiencing the mercies of Yahweh Shema Shai. Because we would have been like unto Sodom and Gomorrah, meaning completely destroyed, right? If the Lord didn't leave that remnant. Okay? Verse 10, he shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord's that fear is getting ready to come back. And you're going to have Esau, he's going to gaslight you. He's going to tell you that it's aliens, and he's going to say this, and he's not going to equate these things to the God of the Bible. All right, because that messes up his narrative. But to hell with the rest of the people, what they believe, this is only for the elect. As long as the elect believe and are sealed, the rest of you people, your destruction is guaranteed. Right? And ultimately, the Most High, He's going to take that covering off all eyes when the Lord destroyed Esau, Edom, the man of sin. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at His presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth, and the waves from the deep. Right, when this place gets hit with them missiles, it's going to shake. It's going to be a great earthquake, and people around the world going to die because of that. Okay, they're going to die. They're going to have tsunamis. The earth is going to enlarge itself. Okay, it's going to rock to and fro. A lot of people are going to die because of the earthquake. Hey, it's going to be a miracle that people around the world are actually going to survive after the destruction of America. That's a miracle. So there's still going to be people on the earth. We got to put somebody in slavery. The elites, they going to make it. It says, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, before the Lord and before the glory of His power. For strong is His right hand, right? That's Yahweh Shai, that bendeth the bow, because He's sending these plagues upon this place. His arrow that shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. See, them arrows. And it's the missiles, which are synonymous with arrows. That's the modern day arrow. Is the missile. When they get shot from one end of the earth, okay, all right, to another. And the main target is going to be America. All your allies are going to flee from you. They're going to have an evil eye towards you, an evil eye towards this whore. Okay, they're not going to regard the young, the old, okay, the woman with child. Okay, they don't give a shit about you so-called blacks. You niggas, since you love America so much, you're going to die here in America. Okay, you're going to die right along, okay, with your lover, Esau, Edom. It's going to be a beautiful thing. The Most High going to burn you niggas up, man. And a lot of you tribes, you Latin tribes are coming up, okay, to America. The Most High has brought you to America so you could take the MOTB and the Most High destroy you with nuclear fire. Okay? To hell with you. Because here it is, the word is out, and the Most High is extending His hand, and you slap it down. You say, oh, man, to hell with you. Have the Holy One of Israel cease from before us. We're gonna do what we want to do. That's the spirit of Jake. That's the spirit of these Israelites. They gonna do what they want to do. All right, cool. That's fine. When that judgment come, I don't want to hear it. Well, the Lord don't. Fuck me. The Lord don't want to hear it. Now it's just judgment time. Now it's just destruction. He's giving you ample time. Okay. For strong, I read that. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards, so even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. So once the Most High, he has his men speak these plagues into existence to let you know that these things are coming. Boom, at the appointed time, he's going to send them, and he ain't going to repent. He ain't going to turn them back. They're going to fall upon everybody that he has chosen for them plagues to fall upon, whether it's a sword, whether it's the beast, whether it's the disease, okay, or whether it's the missile, okay, whether it's dying of hunger. The Most High has everybody marked, as well as he has the spiritual mark of exemption on the elect. Okay, so this was a vision that Ezra saw. And this is what he said afterward. He said, woe is me, verse 17, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Because he's seeing this. He's seeing the destruction, okay, of Babylon the Great. He's seeing the plagues being sent upon America. Okay, he's seeing people die. Okay, and he's saying, damn, well, woe is me, destruction to me. Who's going to deliver me in these days? Okay, the beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars. We're all in those times. Are we not in those times? Because you genuinely say we're not in that time. If you say that, that means that you're blinded. You possibly are not part of the elect. And if you don't have the sense of urgency upon you to serve the Lord and to do what he tells you to do, well, you know what? You're just gonna get caught up in this. At this point, we too deep in the game. We too deep in the game. This thing is getting ready to come. Okay? It reminds me of Matthew 25 you can start at the first chapter. The versions, 5 are wise, 5 are foolish. We too far deep in the game for you Israelites not to get you not to know your role and what's required of you. Okay? These things getting ready to consume this place. Okay? Life is getting ready to be turned completely upside down. But the good thing about it is we've been told these things, and we've been also told that the Lord is going to be with his people, his elect, not 2/3 of his people. He's going to destroy you niggas, man. And that goes for all 12 tribes, 2/3 of you here in America. And a lot of you going to die also around the world of famine, of diseases. There's going to be a lack of medical attention. You women, oh man, we about to see, for all this pride these women have, we getting ready to see a very terrible, okay, time for women to be on this earth. These wicked women. It's going to be a very terrible time for these wicked women to be on the earth. Okay? Hey, it is what it is. It says, the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. See? And what shall I do when these evils shall come? As we're doing now, we're going to lean on Yahweh Shema Shai. We're going to stay upon Yahweh Shema Shai. We're going to call upon his name. Okay, we're not going to, you Israelites still calling upon Jesus Christ. If you don't repent, the Most High is going to destroy you. Okay, point blank period. If you've been watching these videos and you still calling on Jesus Christ, the Most High is going to kill you. Okay, the God of heaven. Think it's a game. And you Israelites, you actually think that's the spirit of Jake. That's the spirit of our people. They literally think everything is a goddamn joke. It's a game. Why do you think Jake is into football and basketball and soccer and playing dominoes and video games? Who really gets into these things? Jake. Because everything's a goddamn joke to Jake. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Right, these things that are coming, these different issues, like the whole 2020 thing, the cough, the different plagues that, the different sicknesses and diseases, the different tribulation. These things are all sent for you to get your act together. Like, oh, you know what? You come into this truth, and then all of a sudden you start getting judged. Like, God damn, a wise man, he gonna fall back. A wise man's gonna sit there and meditate like, man, what am I doing? I need to do better. You see what I'm saying? Which these people, they're not considering these things. They're not considering the why life expectancy is going down. Why people are just dropping dead suddenly. Why diseases are coming upon people, monkeypox and all that. Why women and children are being kidnapped, why men are getting just shot down in the streets, why the mass shooting. They're not taking into consideration that these are plagues. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness. So there we go. The wicked will do wickedly. It tells you that in Daniel the 12th chapter. And none of the wicked shall understand. Okay? But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So they're not even, they're reprobates. These people are complete reprobates. They still pride is still in the forefront of their mind. They think they shit don't stink. They think they the best thing that ever been created. They believe that they're God. We got a lot of people walking around the earth believing that they're God. Maybe because they have some type of status. They have some type of recognition. They have some type of fame and glory in this world. People worship them. Okay. Verse 21. Behold, victuals, which is food and water, shall be so good cheap upon earth. Everybody and a baby mama got a goddamn food stamp card. I was in the store the other day, and it was a Asian lady and her children. She had one child, maybe late teens. Pulled out the food stamp card, and then drove back. Like the husband was in the car, drove back. Drove back, but got in their car with the groceries and shit. What were they driving in? They was in a Tesla. So everything's a facade. Okay, everybody is on credit, living paycheck to paycheck. They might have a nice car, okay, but that don't mean nothing. Okay, that don't mean shit. They getting food stamps. They on all type of programs, government assistance. Are they gonna take the MOTB because Esau's gonna offer them more assistance? He gonna give you a couple thousand if you take it, and you're gonna do it. That they shall think themselves to be in a good case, right? You believe that you're in a good case. Let me see if I give me a second. Let me read this part again. It says that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So it's pretty much, this is the reality of what's coming to America, and the Lord is allowing these people to really just keep, they have the at the table, they had a high level restaurant, just keep ordering food. They ain't even got money, but since they've been eating there for so long and nothing has happened, the Lord is allowing them to run up the tab. So when it's time to pay that bill, that's your ass, okay? But for the elect, the Most High, he's going to deliver his elect. All right? So we're going to be in a different spirit when these things come upon the earth. And we already see these things are upon the earth. But, you know, the people are reprobates. They're in gross darkness. Till next time, shalom to the elect.